Most people with shoulder pain will get told that they need surgery, and they very rarely do. Now, that's the honest answer, and I want to give it to you straight away. But there are some cases where people genuinely do, and knowing which one you are is the whole point of this video. So here's the quick version. Impingement on its own will almost always settle with physio, almost always, unless there's something structurally wrong in that space, like a bone spur that's closing down that space, and then you might need something called a subacromial decompression. Partial tears very often settle with physio too. It just depends how big it is and whether there's an impingement that's driving it. And full thickness tears, so a big complete tear of the rotator cuff, are the ones that most often get considered for repair. But even then, it's not automatic. Some full thickness tears rehab perfectly well. So it's not about what your scan says, it's about three things, and I'll take you through them at the end. Now, my name's Joe. I'm an ex-professional football head physio, multi-clinic owner in the UK. And as always, this is a guide to help you understand your options. It's not medical advice for your specific shoulder. Right, let's start with impingement, because this is where a lot of people end up being offered something that they don't need. If your problem is impingement, that tendon getting compressed as you lift your arm, that will almost always settle with physio. I want to be really clear about that. The vast majority of impingements that we see do not need an operation, because remember what's causing it: tight pecs, tight lats, a weak rotator cuff, a shoulder blade that's not rotating properly. If you sort those things out, the space within the shoulder will open up, the tendon stops getting squashed and impinged, and the pain settles. That's a mechanical problem with a mechanical solution. But, and this is the exception, sometimes there's something structurally wrong in that space. So the space your tendons run through is bordered by bone, and over the years you can develop a bone spur, which is an extra bit of bone that develops or grows down into the space. Now, that's different because no amount of physio is going to change the shape of that bit of bone. If that bone spur is genuinely closing that space down and catching the tendon, that's when a surgeon might consider a subacromial decompression. And what that means is they'll go in, they'll shave that bone back, open that space up, and the soft tissues will stop getting impinged. But notice the order there. You don't just start with that, you treat it properly first, and if it hasn't responded and there's a genuine structural reason showing up on imaging, that's when a decompression comes into it. Now, let's talk about partial tears, because a partial tear means the tendon is damaged, but it hasn't gone all the way through, it's still intact. Now, here's the good news. These very often settle with physio too, because the tendon is still doing its job, still connected, it's just irritated and partially torn, and it's partially compromised. So very often with these, if we can settle them down and we can load them progressively and carefully, and we can strengthen it up, a lot of these will do really well with physio too. But it does depend on a couple of things though. Number one is how big is the tear. A small partial tear and a large one that's most of the way through are different propositions. And is there an impingement driving it? Because if that tendon is still being compressed every time you lift, it's never going to get the chance to settle. You have to sort that out. So partial tear, the default position is physio, and most of them do really, really well. And then there's a full thickness tear, and that's where the tendon is torn all the way through. It's no longer attached where it should be, and these are the ones that most often gets considered for repair, because a tendon that's completely detached or ruptured or torn isn't going to reattach itself. That's just the reality of it, and that's the reality for all tendon injuries. But, and this is the bit I really want you to hear, even a full thickness tear is not an automatic operation. Some people with full thickness tears do genuinely really well with rehab, because remember, you've got 4 muscles in that rotator cuff. If one's gone, we can often train the other 3, plus your shoulder blade to compensate and share the load. I've seen plenty of people in my career with a confirmed full thickness tear get their shoulder working perfectly well with physio for what they need to be doing. Now, who does well with that and who ends up needing a repair? That brings me to the 3 things it actually comes down to, and this is the important part of the video, because the first is how you're doing functionally, not what the scan says. So what can you actually do? Can you get on with your day? Can you work? Can you sleep? Can you do the things that really matter to you? If someone's got a tear on a scan, but they're managing their life absolutely fine, that's a very different situation to someone who can't lift a kettle. Your second is strength. So how much power have you actually got in that arm? How much power can you actually generate? Can you lift it? Can you hold it? Can you load it? If the strength is there, or we can build the strength without it reacting, that tells us the shoulder is coping, and that points more towards rehab. Now, if the arm is genuinely weak and it's not improving with proper strengthening, that's when a repair becomes more relevant. And the third is how you've responded to treatment. So have you actually had a proper go at rehab? Not just 2 sessions and an exercise sheet. I mean a genuine progressive strengthening program, proper hands-on treatment, and giving it proper time, because that's the test. If you've done that properly and you're still weak, still struggling, still not functioning, then you've got some real information there to help you make the right decision. And that's maybe then when a surgical opinion would make absolute sense. But if you haven't had a proper crack at rehab and someone's already talking about operating, I'd want you to have tried that first. So let me wrap it all up for you. Impingement almost always settles with physio unless there's a bone spur structurally closing down that space, then you might be considered for a decompression. Partial tears very often settle with physio depending on the size and whether there's an impingement that's driving it. And full thickness tears, most often considered for repair, but some do rehab really well. And the decision isn't always made off of the scan. It's made on how you're functioning, how much strength you've got, and how you've responded to a proper course of treatment. That's what actually matters. So if you've been told you've got a tear, don't panic and don't just assume you're heading for an operation. Get it assessed properly, get some proper treatment, have a go at your rehab, and then make the decision with real information. Now, if this video has been useful to you, please give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.